Welcome back, everybody. This is Ms. DeBruin. I'm going to cover how to create a fortune teller in the Python programming language. It's based on a very popular children's game that looks like this. Probably many of you have played it before. It requires that the user pick a color, and then once the color is input, then they choose a number from inside based on the 8 numbers that are available, and after they choose a number, they lift up the flap and they get their fortune. And so we're going to do something similar in Python. I've already written the program here and just want to go over it quickly. You can see, first of all, we have at the top our comment. Should always have your name in it, so I'll add that. Then we define our function, which is called myFortune. And it's fine to use capitals, got a capital M, capital F, but remember, no spaces. We have the colon, and then we enter the function. It starts out with a couple print statements that welcomes people to the program, and then we'll move down. Our first variable is defined, and it's given a value using the raw input function. So all we're doing is prompting someone to choose a color, red, blue, green, or purple. They type that in, which gets saved in the variable color. Then we enter our if statements. This program is all about learning how to make if statements. As we discussed in class, an if statement starts with the word if, makes sense, and it asks here if the color equals red, or you can make compound if statements here. You can say or, if the color equals red or the color equals green, then the numbers that will appear on the inside of the fortune teller would be one of these, 1, 2, 5, or 6. Okay, and so we prompt the person again inside our if statement to select one of those 4 numbers, and then simply put in another if statement that's nested inside the first if statement clause, asking if the number is 1, then we print out this fortune. If the number is 2, we print this fortune, etc. Okay, and we end up with an else statement, which is a catch-all else statement, meaning that if none of these 4 possibilities here are true, for example, say they put in the number 16, which isn't even a good option, then you would print out kind of an error message saying you must enter 1, 2, 5, or 6. Okay, it is possible for people to put in the wrong number. Okay, then corresponding to this if here, you can see it's indented the same amount. We have an else if, and this else if is the second color options. So if the color is blue or purple, okay, then the number would be either 3, 4, 7, or 8 on my particular fortune teller anyways. And so now we go into a nested if statement, a series of if statements that will give the person their fortune based on the numbers 3, 4, 7, or 8. And finally we end up with an else statement here. Again, if they should put in some number incorrectly, some number other than 3, 4, 7, or 8, then we just tell them, hey, you did it wrong. You got to put in one of those numbers. Okay. And then finally we end an else statement. Again, we're kind of catching errors here. If the person puts in some other color besides the words red, blue, green, or purple, we would catch that error as well. So we can see this is lined up with these outer statements here. So this is one if statement with 2 other if statements nested inside of it, as we can see here. And when I run this, I simply go run module. I should save it, sure. I run it. It's called myFortune. I hit enter, and there we go. Let's go red and go number 5. I will win an Academy Award at age 25. Awesome. What a great fortune. Okay, so you can see how that works. This is the code. Take a look at it again. If you need to work on this to get it turned in, there you see the entire program before you. Thanks, you guys. See you later.